Babe of the day. Babe of the day. Gloria Gonzalez, a hot dog vendor who liked to show off her buns. She may have been dressed for warm weather, but she certainly took more heat than she needed to. A girl in Florida wearing a bikini? What the? If you've seen my other Babe of the Day videos, you know that I like to use a lot of different pictures. I don't have a lot of pictures of Gloria Gonzalez because she wasn't a celebrity in the way of an actress, athlete, model, or singer, and her heyday was relatively brief. But Gloria is worth talking about, so I hope you like the pictures that I do have. The place was West Palm Beach, Florida. It started sometime in 1989. Gloria Gonzalez, who was 24 at this time and a former secretary, set up a hot dog cart at the intersection of Military Trail and Forest Hill Boulevard. The only thing that separated her from traditional hot dog vendors was that she wore a thong bikini. Gloria herself got a lot of acclaim because she really looked good in her bikini. Of course, with any great idea, you have a lot of sleazy little undercutters trying to copy it. Gloria's fame spread like wildfire, and a lot of girls started doing it. Some were clearly more fit for this gimmick than others. Gloria actually got a business manager very early on. She became that popular. Gloria also had aspirations of making her idea a franchise. Guys liked it for sure, and most people didn't have any problem with it at all. Even in 1990, bikinis like Gloria's were not that jarring. You saw them on TV, movies, and music videos. All your automotive magazines featured girls in bikinis. Not to mention the fact that nudity had been in mainstream movies for quite a while from name actresses. Why would anyone throw such a fit about Gloria and the hot dog girls? Well, some people did. It was spread around that a lot of women hated these hot dog vendors for objectifying women. As Gloria claimed, it was predominantly fat, ugly women who were jealous, and that a lot of women didn't have a problem with her at all. I'm not making any slams on fat women, but we all know things like this have happened before and after 1990, and we know who starts it. Insecurity breeds spite. Gloria ended up moving her cart around quite a bit. Property owners would get harassed by church groups and county officials for letting her, or any bikini hot dog vendor, near their premises. Gloria and her colleagues were the subjects of all kinds of accusations. They were unsanitary, they were dealing drugs, they were prostitutes, they were causing traffic accidents, anything that could be dreamed up. As far as the traffic accidents bit went, Gloria said that, if anything, people slowed down when they saw her to get a better look. No one was piling their car up or anything like that. As a matter of fact, police and other people had a hard time finding any evidence of wrongdoing at all, especially on Gloria's part. And wearing a bikini in Florida was a pretty flimsy excuse for jail time. Sometime in 1990, she was taken away in handcuffs for absolutely nothing. When she got to jail, she was fingerprinted and photographed. The only thing that came from this was the guards and staff all wanting to get her autograph. There was no charge to hold her. Certain people in the community were trying to rally parents, churchgoers, business people, even kids who were too young to know better against Gloria and the other girls. There was a letter writing campaign from a church group in late 1990 with over 400 pieces of mail, but even this was a flop, as some of the mail was actually fan mail. As Gloria said, she started getting used to women yelling things at her from their cars, but she could never get used to the fact that they were saying these horrible things with children in their cars. Gloria thought people like this were self-righteous hypocrites, and they were. Of course, when people get together like this, politicians have to get in on the act like they really care. I think we all know that politicians are bigger hookers than anyone else. The Palm Beach County Commissioner, by the name of Ron Howard, not to be confused with the awesome actor and director, made his stance against bikini hot dog vendors a major platform. Even back in 1990, Florida had a lot bigger things to worry about than girls in bikinis. But that's what happened. What came after this was a long string of legalized attacks on the character of Gloria Gonzalez and the other hot dog girls. It's really a shame that this had to happen. No person should be made to feel ashamed of his or her body, whether they're good looking or not. It happened then, and it happens now, in too many places. Gloria got a small write-up in the February 1991 issue of Playboy. It gave her national exposure, and even though it was a 15 minutes of fame sort of deal, it still stands out today. I know I've never forgotten about it. At this time, she was selling t-shirts for $11 a piece, supporting the repeal of the thong ban. It featured Gloria herself wearing the infamous item of swimwear. In January of 1992, a law was passed in Palm Beach County that banned vendors from wearing thong bathing suits unless a 4-foot barrier was erected. Needless to say, Gloria's business was over, at least temporarily. In February of 1992, on President's Day, Gloria purposely tempted fate in a red, white, and blue bikini in objection to the ban. She wanted to go to court over this because she thought the law was unlawful and unenforceable. Gloria went to court in June. That's a long time from when she was arrested. Gloria was being harassed. She was threatened with a $500 fine and 60 days in jail if convicted. Gloria got the law successfully struck down, then turned around and sued for lost wages during the time that law was in play. All this back and forth really was hurting her business. Gloria commented that the authorities spent more money trying to take her down than she could have ever possibly made selling hot dogs. The heck of it was that most people still didn't have any problem with her. It was just a small faction of would-be crusaders. After Gloria's battles in 1992, business continued, but never undeterred. All kinds of little rules were made that were never lasting. A funny thing about all these special laws is that the police picked and chose their targets and how hard they wanted to enforce them. Laws like that never last long. In 1994, one law came out that did stick, and it thoroughly ended Gloria Gonzalez in the early 1990s era of bikini hot dog vendors. Politicians and special interest groups couldn't get people charged up over the girls' bikinis. It didn't even make waves with religious leaders. So they made a law that seemingly wasn't directed at the girls or their bikinis at all, even though it really was. The new law was that all food vendors had to provide bathroom access. If you ran a cart or a food truck, you had to be right next to an indoor business that gave you permission to direct customers to their bathroom. This could still work, right? Wrong. A big push for this law came from established businesses that wanted to eliminate the heavy competition. It spread from one county to another and squashed the bikini hot dog vendors like bugs. It was a stupid fight that didn't need to go that far. It further demonstrated the fact that America is not the land of freedom and free enterprise that it claims to be. Once again, the side with more advantage pushed out the little people who didn't have any power in the situation at all. I give Gloria Gonzalez a lot of credit for trying. She was a cool personality with a cool idea that actually did work for a while. I'd like to know what she's been up to since then, so I can make a part 2 to this video. This unique, enterprising beauty made herself stand out without being a model, actress, or entertainer of any sort. I still remember her from her little magazine article when it first came out, and I'm not the only one. To leave a lasting impression, as Gloria Gonzalez has, easily makes her a babe of the day, babe of the day.